Well, it went down exactly like we all hoped it wouldn't. Brett Kavanaugh was confirmed as the next Supreme Court Justice. Right now, drunk frat boys and angry misogynists are thinking, someday, if I really force myself upon someone, I too could be a Supreme Court judge. Or maybe even president. And it's particularly upsetting when you think about what the victim had to go through.
This whole 2-week effort has been a calculated and orchestrated political hit, fueled with apparent pent-up anger about President Trump, revenge on behalf of the Clintons, and millions of dollars in money from outside left-wing opposition groups.
Yes, despite getting everything he ever wanted, the question remains, is Brett Kavanaugh the real victim here? Which brings us to our regular segment, No! Was this hard for Kavanaugh? Sure, but does that make him a victim? The confirmation went pretty smooth, all things considered. Somehow Kavanaugh rode victimhood to the Supreme Court. He pulled it off. And he couldn't have done it without a whole lot of people also pretending he was a victim.
I cannot imagine what you and your family have gone through.
On behalf of our nation, I want to apologize to Brett and the entire Kavanaugh family.
You know the woman who was assaulted has a family too. In fact, her name is Blasey Ford. She might even have 2 families. Why is that not important? Also, what does it matter if you have a family? Scott Peterson had a family, and Scott Peterson killed that family because of that family. Personally, I think he's innocent. And the craziest part in all of this is that at the same time Kavanaugh was going through the confirmation process, more victims were being identified.
I say that it's a very scary time for young men in America when you can be guilty of something that you may not be guilty of. This is a very difficult time.
That's right. Do you know how scary it is for a man to simply walk down the street every day? We always have to be on our toes, ready to deny being a rapist at any second. Sometimes when I walk to my car, I clutch my old calendars between my fingers just in case. Do you know, someone robbed me once of my calendars? It was a real date rape. They did it annually, which makes it even more painful. And it's more than just the accused sex offenders like Kavanaugh and Roy Moore who cry victimhood. Don't forget about white nationalists like Charlottesville rally organiser Jason Kessler. Sure, his big hate gathering led to someone being actually murdered, but think about his pain.
Do you feel like the victim?
There were a lot of people who were victims of what happened in Charlottesville last year. I'm only one of thousands.
Yes, no, he is right. Also, in a way, the 9/11 hijackers were a victim of a plane crash. So Kavanaugh says he's a victim. Trump says men are the victims. White nationalists think they're the victims. Cops call themselves the victims when they accidentally shoot someone. Religious people say they're victims whenever gay people get married. And unfortunately, it drowns out the voices of the people who have been truly wronged. If anyone can say they're a victim, how am I supposed to know who the real victims are?